two Marys, John, Jesus or Jesus, and Gabriel, and the carpenter, that woodworker. So as we have these things going on in our world, the donkey's back, and the primed Mary was already here, but also that was on one session, depending what levels of consciousness you're at. And then we have this donkey's back now that has the two burdens. The two burden is tying into things such as the things being released now with Biden on a level. It can also be tying into Kamala and these things that be lining up perhaps. But this would be tied to the waning and waxing of the moonlight, and we might just see some new hybrid. And what I mean by hybrid is not fully black or whatever, because we're going to see a full black moon in a way, full black light. That's where like maybe Yi has not in a spectrum. This may come on a presidential level, or may come on the Hollywood level, or whatever kind of political level. All these things are going to be wrapping into the Big Bang session. So as you have the donkey's back, the two burdens, the waning and waxing of the moon with Obama, the full moonlight with Biden, and those types of things, and then the waxing or waning, whichever one comes first, I forget. The that's where you get the other one, and then one you can see. It's where she's part of the dark side of the moon in a way. So that's where you possibly get the new one coming in, and then, but that's where you also see the moon, where you see one side of it coming in, and then no moon going out, and those types of things. So this is where you'd see these kinds of overlays, where and then one's the ring bearer. So that'd be probably tying into the Kamala, and Kamala would be tying into the 1 and 1, and then where they say that Trump stole the election, and or whatever's going to be going on. But we'll see how it all goes, folks. Either way, the moonlight and the dark moon and the dark sun, all these things are tying into your world, and that's what more than likely casts the shadow on the moon is the dark sun. We see this dark sun come into views during certain times of eclipse or whatever. There might be like two dark suns or whatever kind of thing, but either way, it doesn't really matter. They're telling you all these things in a flip-flop pattern to hide the world and to hide you and all these things around you, just like they're hiding whatever, and they flip-flop everything. So either way, that Marian, Prime Marian, the Gabriel, the Rainbow Rider, Rainbow Bright, and White Horse Rider, all those types of things, that angel coming into the Mary, is all kind of tying in on that spectrum. And the Gabriel is the blind. You gotta feel around the feelers. Tune in Tokyo. We found them. All right, we got them high peaks. And then you got the Artemis mission, 14-minute. We're seeing these things in a flip-flop pattern going forward and backward. If you've been following along, been tracking these things, putting them together, but it's where all these things are going boom, 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 boom. All right, and it's going to lead to a birth upon the earth and a birth upon the mind, and as it goes in, it goes out. All right, as your new heaven and earth, and the stable's upon you, the stable coin, the donkey's going into the stable. It's all there, folks. The red and blue, the burdens. On that level, the positive, the compasseth for that Jesus. So y'all just get ready. That red D for that 4D session. You got different overlays on clock, and when you have your clock upside down and whatever else, this one's the one. And either way, that's a whole nother rabbit trail. We'll end it here, folks. We gotta go chop some logs.